All right, let's see. Jeff, Chicago, Illinois. I know you're not listening on WLS because it's tape delayed there, but WLS Country, how are you listening? Or did you just pick up the phone?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I'm driving, actually, from Chicago to Detroit. But I heard you talking earlier about the government not knowing how to make pencils, and then you talked about brain surgeons, and I happen to be a brain surgeon. So I found your topic quite interesting, and actually just returned from Washington, D.C., where we were reading over what the Obama health care plan would be for advanced neurosurgery for patients over 70, which we all found quite disturbing because as our population gets older, the majority of our patients are getting over 70 that require stroke therapy or aneurysm therapy. And basically what the document stated was if you're over 70 and you come into an emergency room and you're on government-supported health care, that you get comfort care. And
wait a minute. What document and where did you? What's the source for this?
This is Obama's new health care plan for advanced neurosurgical care.
And who issued this? HHS?
Yes. And basically, they don't call them patients, they call them units. And they call it ethics panels or ethics committees would get together and meet and decide where the money would go for hospitals, and basically for patients over 70 years of age, that advanced neurosurgical care was not generally indicated.
So it's generally going to be denied?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, let me ask you this. Is this published? Go ahead.
If someone comes in at 70 years of age with a bleed in their brain, I can promise you I'm not going to get a bunch of administrators together on an ethics panel at 2 in the morning to decide that I'm okay to do surgery.
Let me ask you this. Is this published somewhere where the general public, in other words, a pedestrian like me, can get a hold of it? No?
Not yet.
So this was discussed just with your community of neurosurgeons?
Yes, exactly. The AANS and CNS, the American Association of Neurosurgeons, and the Congress of Neurosurgeons, because everybody knows cuts are coming in medicine and reimbursement, and we're the most expensive out of all the fields in medicine, and we're the smallest field. But at 2, 3, 4 in the morning, we're the ones that are in the operating room, and we have to wait for an ethics panel to convene, which are not made of physicians, which are made of administrators, to decide whether a patient should receive our care.
So Sarah Palin was right. We're going to have these death panels, aren't we?
Oh, absolutely. I'm German by heritage, and I've read the Rise and Fall of the Third Reich, and basically if they don't call them patients, they call them units. And if you're a unit above a certain age, you get comfort care instead of advanced neurosurgical intervention.
Now, this, you went to a seminar in Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, where a few of my former partners, 2 of them have gone to work for, one is running the VA system, and one is head of the Congress of Neurosurgeons out of D.C.
And this information is based, you're certain, on representations and information provided by HHS and other government officials?
Yep.
And when will the rest of us become aware of it? After the election?
Probably. I mean, there's so many things that the government keeps under control that are used in surgery called HUD devices or humanitarian use devices that we're allowed to use now because they haven't undergone full FDA approval. And they're just used in surgery because people know it's the right thing to do, but the government can step in at any time like they did 2 months ago with the device and said, this device hasn't met what we want, and there's no exact criteria, and then they can take it away from us.
And the people telling you what to do, they don't know how to make a pencil, do they?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And, we always joke around, it's not brain surgery, but, I did 9 years after medical school, have been in training 10 years, and now I have people that don't know a thing about what I'm doing telling me when I can and can't operate.
All right, Jeff, please keep in touch with us. Well, yeah, I have to go, but this was a very, very crucial call. All right, my friend? Thank you. We'll be right back.